Hello, I'm Adam Hardgrove, captain at the Richland Fire Department. 6 years ago, our department tackled the survivability of cardiac arrest. Back then, if you had a witnessed cardiac arrest, you had a 1 in 5 chance to live. Today, that number has nearly tripled, and we believe we can get that number even higher, but we need your help to do it. As you're about to see, early citizen CPR and defibrillation with an AED is the most vital step in the resuscitation process. January 31st, 2018 started as a normal day for Cindy Bell, other than waking up with what she thought was a chest cold. She decided to attend an early morning spin class at Gold's Gym, taught by her friend and neighbor Mindy Parker, to try to ditch the cold.
Thought, I just need to relax and get rid of maybe some stress, whatever is on my mind, whatever's going on, but I still had a little bit of pressure. I really had no idea that it was what was going on.
Charging the monitor.
What Cindy believed to be a chest cold was anything but.
911, where's your emergency?
Gold's Gym in Richland on Queensgate.
Her eyes kind of rolled and she just slumped forward, and I joked with her afterwards. Obviously, I said it looked like she'd fallen asleep while I was talking to her, like I had just bored her to death.
If she's not breathing normally, we need to attempt CPR if we think it's not a seizure.
They're attempting CPR right now.
Cindy had suffered a sudden cardiac arrest. Her heart stopped, and had it not been for the quick actions of those around her, she wouldn't be here today to tell her story.
In a sudden cardiac arrest, every minute where there is no CPR results in about a 10% decrease in chance of survival.
I started compressions and I knew I was going too fast because that song popped into my head. And another instructor came in at that time, and he started singing Staying Alive for me. So I slowed down to the beat and tried to focus on that.
Jose Tolentino happened to be on the treadmill and saw the commotion. Jose is an EMT and says he snapped into work mode.
It's just the most important thing to realize, hey, we need to keep this person's heart going, we need to keep blood flowing, and compressions is going to be the best thing we can do.
Studies out of the University of Washington and King County EMS have found that constant compressions without stopping for pulse checks and rescue breathing can dramatically improve outcomes.
Imagine, if you will, an old-style pump for a well. When you start pumping on that, water doesn't come out initially. You have to prime the pump. You have to get that pump under pressure enough to get the water all the way from the bottom of the well up to the top. And then once you do that, it flows pretty well. But when you stop, that pressure gradually goes down, and you may have to reprime that. So every time you stop CPR, whether for a procedure, whether to check the pulse, the pressure in the body goes down, and it takes time to bring that back up.
Richland firefighters have used studies, data, and ongoing training to change the way they deliver patient care, and the results have been dramatic.
Benton County, your odds of successfully walking out of a hospital after a witnessed cardiac arrest are nearly 58% currently.
And that's good.
That is excellent and one of the best in the country, perhaps exceeded only by 2 or 3 places in the country.
Fire Chief Tom Huntington says the department can never rest and will continue making strides in its service delivery.
I don't think we ever get totally satisfied with landing on a particular number, but always strive to take a look at what is the most recent research telling us in terms of system improvements. What is the technology available to us to continue to improve?
And the biggest piece to improving cardiac arrest survivability? Educating others on hands-only CPR. As Jose understands, it can take anywhere from 2 to 6 minutes for an ambulance to arrive.
Even if response time for a fire department is like 5 minutes, that's still an extra 5 minutes that person could be, they could be getting chest compressions, they could be getting shocked.
Mindy encourages anyone who is even thinking about learning CPR to go ahead and do it.
It takes just barely 2 hours, and there's hands-on experience, and it gives you, especially now having gone through that, it gives you a sense of a little bit more comfort and confidence, knowing that you could help somebody if you needed to.
Jose backs that up.
I think it's one of the easiest and yet most important thing that any person can learn.
Cindy, her husband, and their 3 children are certainly grateful that there were people around when she needed them most.
Learning CPR and being able to help others in any capacity obviously saves lives. I definitely attest to that. They've said that I probably wouldn't be here obviously if I'd taken a walk or done something different.
Paramedics had to defibrillate Cindy's heart a second time in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. Cindy spent 3 days at Cadlick and is expected to fully recover. We ask that you share this story to emphasize the importance of early citizen CPR. Soon, we'll be introducing a smartphone app called Pulse Point. This app will alert those citizens willing to help of the need for CPR nearby. Together, we can become an even safer place to live.
You're watching CityView TV, your Richland community connection.